In this video, I'm going to talk about how to use Facebook groups for business. I'm going to show you what to do and what not to do, how you can effectively use these to generate leads for your business, and how you can do this, and you can take 30 to 60 minutes, an hour a day. If you do it consistently, you'll find that Facebook groups can be a valuable resource to build your business. But before I get into that, if you're into entrepreneurship and making money online, subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification so you get notified every time I do another video. Also, if you want to get my #1 recommendation to make $200 to $500 a week, click the link in my description. Linda Bomba here. I am a full-time internet marketer. You want to stay on this video all the way to the end, because if you miss something, you'll get confused. This won't work. So it's really very simple to use these. It's free to use these groups, and you can leverage them if you do them correctly. And I am going to show you what most people do, which is not what you want to do. So I am here on Facebook. Now there's all kinds of Facebook groups. You can start your own group, or you can join one. Now there's a bunch of them that you can see. These are some of the groups I belong to. Now some of these are coaching that I actually pay to be in those, and most of these are free. I mean, if you want to take it up a notch and you want to get some coaching, there are groups out there that you can join and pay. But for an example, you can make your own group. I'll start with that. This is my group that I started. Now anybody can join this group, and I put things in here to help people. Like if I go live stream on TikTok, I spend a decent amount of time on TikTok. I will come and post a thing in here, and if anybody's looking for help, or they just want to jump on, or they got questions. But this is my group that I manage. I have a number of them that I'm the admin, and you can do that too, and it's easy. And I have another YouTube video. If you don't know how to set up a Facebook group, you can do that. But this is one way that you can use groups. This is something you can use as a resource to invite people, or if you have some sort of program, maybe you have your own coaching program, or you want to do that, you can start your own group, or you can put people into it. That's another use of Facebook groups. But this is just one way that you can use groups. And if you come back over here, you can see the different groups. These are some of these ones at the top. I've paid to be in these. Either I bought a course, or I'm getting coaching from them. But one of the ways, and these are one way that you can use groups. Now, other way, this is another group of mine, actually, that I've given out a free training about solo ads and put people into this group. And you can do that. Maybe you have a free giveaway. What you could do is you can set up the group, and if you're posting on Facebook or someplace else, tell people, hey, if you want the training, you have to join my group, and get people to join your group, and then give them the training. It's another way that you can, if you want to set up your own group and do this, you can get people into a group. Now, what a lot of people do, and you don't want to do, there's on here what I call these spam groups. And there's tons of these. And now maybe you belong to some of them. Now this is you can see there's over 334,000 members in it. This is what I call a spam group. And what most people do in here is they're just posting stuff, and they're trying to get people to sign up with them or buy. You can see this guy just posted, sign up today to learn everything you need to know about the music industry from a legend. And he's just, putting a link in here. Here she's live streaming. It looks like she's opening a package. This is another, post. And if you come in here, what most people do is they put a link, and they're trying to get people to sign up with them. And it's really not a good way to use these groups. And I'd encourage you not to do that. Now, see, this guy's, talking about, excuse me, the Coinbase Cash App, and he's posting pictures of money he's claiming he's earning. But you can see that's what a lot of these people do in these groups, and you really don't want to do that. You can, and you may get some leads, but it's not really a good way, and there's just so much junk in here that people are posting, and it really doesn't work. And you might get some leads. You can come through here and see, and it's really just such junk, and I'm going to show you in a second a better way to do this. And drop me a comment. Are you using Facebook groups at all? And if you are, how are you using them? But you can go through. This is just one of them. If I come up here and I search like network marketing, you can see there's tons of groups. Like this one's got 164,000 people. These are all what I call spam groups. So you definitely don't want to do that. You don't want to be coming in here spamming a link and doing this kind of stuff. The other thing that people do is really considered spam. They'll start commenting on things that people posted, and they'll be private messaging people or getting say to people, hey, private message me, it's really another form of spam, and I would encourage you, you don't want to do that. They're all spam and things that people aren't asking for. You can see this person is commenting and they're putting their links. You really don't want to do that. So those are the things you don't want to do. If you do belong to some of these spam groups, it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. But a better way is, now if you are going to do these groups, it's better for you to come in and, what I would say, provide value, answer people's questions. There's not a lot of that in these groups, and you can try that, and you might be able to find one. I mean, there are literally thousands of these kinds of groups on Facebook. I don't even know that you'd be able to find a group like this. That's, the group is usually labeled something like affiliate marketing, network marketing, MLM, work from home groups for moms. A better way to do this is, and one of the things I've done is find something. Now, I'm a dog lover, and this is a group. This is just all about people who love dogs. You can see there's a lot of people in this group. It's over 200,000 members. Find something that drop me a comment. Are you using groups at all? If you are, how are you using it? Are you getting anything out of it? Are you generating leads? Are you making connections? Because this isn't just, you can generate leads this way, but it's about building an audience, building a network. It's better to, like, if you join a group like this, say you have an interest, say your gardening's your thing, and you come in here and you just post and you make, now if people put questions in here, you answer people's questions, you provide value rather than coming in and spamming your stuff. Now say, and I am involved with a company that has some products for dogs, and I don't come in here a lot, but you can just see people are just putting, like this one, she's putting my sweet boy Champ. I love him to the moon and back, and she's just putting her dog in there, and I would just like it and say, he is a good-looking boy, something like this, and start engaging with people in a way that you're not, you're not being spammy. You can see these people, everybody in here is posting pictures of their dogs. And some people will come in here, they may be having an issue with their dog and saying, has anybody had this issue? Do you have any advice? And answer people's questions. Now, one thing, this is a group specific to a niche, to an interest. You can join those. And one of the other things that I do now, all these groups, now some of these I pay to belong in these. What I've done, and it's attracted people to me, is if somebody posts a question, like this is a course I'm going through right now. It's an email course with a mentor of mine. Now, if people post in here and they ask questions and I can answer their question, I'll answer. Provide value. You never want to, in any kind of these groups, you never want to put a link. First off, Facebook doesn't like you putting links because they don't want you sending people off of Facebook. And the second thing is basically it's spam. You're putting something in here, trying to send people to a website or a capture page or a funnel or whatever it is. And you want to be careful about messaging people. Connect with people in the group and just start conversations. And a group like this now I did pay to be in this group. It's a course I did buy. There are a number of groups I belong to that I pay that are not free, but the more value you can do. And I did this really the first 4 years I was online. Any groups I was in, somebody posted a question, you attract people to you, and I could answer it. I answered. A lot of times if I didn't know the answer, and here's a tip, I would go to Google and look it up and see if I could find an answer and then come back and answer the person's question. And that's one of the, and really that's one of the best ways to use these groups. And I'm going to give you one more tip at the end of this that actually my mentor taught me that's really powerful, and I'll get into that in a second. If you want to use like some of the spam groups and join them, this is a really great way to do that. But provide value. Don't just be coming in, trying to get people to look at whatever it is you're doing or just to spam links. You will get, and the admin, if they see it now, like my private groups that I'm admins, anybody's posting anything, that's it, they're tossed. Because I have some questions I set up in the beginning and say, do you agree not to promote anything? And most of the people that have joined, they say, all of them have said yes. So if they start posting something, that's it, they're out. Because you really don't, if you have your own group, you don't want somebody else doing that. And the admin of a lot of these groups are going to say, hey, wait a minute, you're posting your crap basically in the group. It's spam. So you don't want to do that. So if you want to go, and I'll give you this tip that you can use. If you want to join like the spam groups I was talking about, like a group like this one I was talking about. Let's go back to this. Network marketing. One of the most powerful ways, and I don't post in these very much anymore, and I did a couple the other day, because what this does is there's people in this group I'm friends with. And if you've been in this industry, and I'm talking about the home-based business industry, and you join some of these groups and you have some of your friends, you want to be connecting with people every day. If you're not doing that, if you're using Facebook, connect with people on Facebook. If you're connecting with people on Instagram or using Instagram, do it over there. Instagram does not have these groups, but in particular, if you've got friends in these groups, join some of them. And then what you want to do is, and I wouldn't make a habit or spend a lot of time posting anything in these spam groups. But what this does is anybody you're friends with in this group, they get a notification. And I have a lot of people following me. They get a notification that I posted something. And if people are following you and they're curious, they're going to say, oh, I wonder what Linda's up to. They'll come over and look at it. And that's probably one of the most powerful ways to use these groups if you're going to use these spam groups for anything. But if you don't have any friends in these groups, then it's not going to work, because Facebook does send them out a notice. And you can just, and even if you don't post a link, you can just post something in here and say, hey, hey, I got, say you have a free PDF, say your weight loss is your thing. I've got a free PDF about 5 ways to lose weight without starving yourself. Message me if you want a copy, and post something like that in here. Then everybody you're friends with will get a notification. I don't think a lot of people know that, but some of the stuff I laid out here to you, it's just a better way to use these groups. And these spam groups are really, they're not that powerful. You may get some leads, you may get some contacts, but if you come here and look and see what people are doing, like this particular one, people are spamming their link all over this. This person posted something, and this is she's talking about blogs and websites. Look, she's got 99 comments on here. Look at all the people are just posting their links. And then you end up, I've had this happen, and it's one of the reasons I stopped using these groups. I end up deleting it because I got so many people posting their junk on it. And unfortunately, that's what most people do, and they don't make any money in this industry. So I hope you found value. Please leave me a comment. Let me know, are you using groups at all? What have you done? What have you haven't done? If you found value with this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you do. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.